Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Real the Author, and this is part 2 to the Sender. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, click up here to go watch that. Uh, Without further ado, let's get into the video. I get to school and put my things in my locker. I walk over to Mr. Wright's class, and I see Tristan walking in behind me. I sit down in my seat, and Tristan walks in as the bell is ringing. "What's up, bro? You ready for the game today?" "Yeah, I've barely been able to sleep. I'm so ready." "Yeah, it should be a breeze now that there's star players out the way." "Yeah, I'm better than Michael anyway." "I mean, you are now. Only one of you has a working arm." "Even before the whole broken arm thing." "I mean, whatever helps Tyler sleep at night." Tristan sure thinks he's a comedian. "I'll be sleeping like a baby knowing that MVP award is coming home with my name on it. I can picture it right now. And the most valuable player award goes to Tyler Brown." Then the girls just start rushing me and suffocating me in their love. "And then you woke up," Tristan comments. "You'll see. Watch." "I must be Stevie Wonder because I don't see a thing." "They say that he was faking his blindness." "Now why in the world was someone's fake not being able to see?" "I don't know. So maybe whatever he was doing was more impressive." "I guess I have to fake being deaf and start playing the piano. Stevie 2.0. Do you ever think before you open those two things on your face?" I don't know. Let me think about it." Us two could go on for days. I've known Tristan all my life, or at least as long as I can remember. We did countless things with each other. I remember our first time getting arrested by the police. We were in 6th grade, and we thought it would be funny to spray paint our English teacher, Miss Giza's dog blue. Miss Giza was the worst teacher, always giving us extra homework and 4-page essays every other week. I guess our 6th grader selves were sick of it. We had planned to find out where she lived, which was easy because of our small town, and we waited until she let her small Maltese dog outside to use the restroom until we made our move. Once the dog was let outside, Tristan grabbed the dog from the front yard, and I sprayed it with blue spray paint. Then we ran away till we couldn't remember what street we were on. The mission was successful so far. I know you're wondering how we got caught. Well, our 6th grader self didn't think to wear gloves, so in class the next day you could see we got caught blue-handed. Well, that was an extremely long talk for my parents. I couldn't go outside or watch any TV for 2 months. I learned my lesson. Never spray paint your teacher's dog blue without the proper equipment. The rest of the school day went by like any other day, except for the fact that I was too eager to pay attention in any of my classes. All I could think of was that MVP. The school day had finally ended, and it was time to go to practice. I felt the day had just started. Everything else was like a blur. I got to the locker rooms early and decided to head out to the field and warm up my arm. I was out there for about 15 minutes doing stretches and throwing the ball a little until the rest of my team came out on the field. Coach called us all in to do a head count for the game. Everyone was there, and he told us to get to our field positions. I ran to the mound, Joshua ran to first, Adam jogged to right field, and I saw Tristan walk to home. And everyone else filled in where they needed to be. "Alright, this is how we're coming out today. Any questions, boys?" "No, coach," we all said in unison. A few minutes had passed before the bleachers started to fill up, and our rivals, Townsville Tigers, came to do their warm-ups. I could feel the air changing as I made sure to lock in and remain focused. "All you've done has led up to here. You got this, Tyler," I thought to myself. Before I knew it, warm-ups were over, and it was time to show up and show out. The game began and the Tigers were up to bat first. Their leadoff hitter stepped into the box, and I felt the adrenaline rush rushing through my spine. I wound up and delivered the first pitch, a fastball right down the middle. The batter swung and missed. Someone really wants that MVP. Keep it up, shouted Tristan from behind the plate. I nodded and remained focused on the next pitch. This time, I threw a curveball, and the batter hit a weak grounder to shortstop. Our shortstop scooped it up and made a quick throw to first for the out. One down, two to go, yelled coach for the dugout. The next batter hit a fly ball to center field, and our center fielder Darrell easily caught it for the second out. The third batter was tougher, fending off several pitches and finally grounding up to second base. The game went on, both teams delivering. After the eighth inning, we jogged off the field, ready to take our turn at bat. The game remained a tight contest. Both teams played solid defense, and the score was tied 2-2 in the bottom of the ninth inning. We had the last at bat, and the pressure was on us. Joshua was up first and worked the walk. Next, Adam laid a perfect bunt, advancing Joshua with a second. With one out and a runner in scoring position, it was my turn to step up to the plate. Just make contact, I told myself as I dug in. The Tigers' new pitcher threw a fastball, and I swung hard, sending the ball soaring into left center field. Joshua took off from second base, sprinting around the third and heading for home. The crowd was on their feet, cheering loudly. Go, go, go! Coach waved Joshua home. The ball was still in the air when Joshua crossed home plate. The outfielder couldn't reach it, and it bounced off the wall. I rounded first base and headed for second, but it didn't matter. The game was over. Yeah! Our team erupted in celebration, rushing the field. We did it! Adam shouted, high-fiving me as we jumped around. Coach came over, a broad smile on his face. Great job, everyone. That's how you play the game. Coach told us to line up to shake hands with the other team. After we shook hands, the announcement came over the intercom. And your 2024 baseball champions, the Playview Platypuses. Sounded like music to my ears. I worked so hard to hear those 8 words, and I knew my parents were in the crowd proud of me. We headed back to the locker room, and after a quick celebration with the team, Coach came in and said it was time to announce the awards. When I heard that, all I could think of was that MVP screaming my name. Look, a lot of you worked hard, and I wish I can give each and every one of you an award, because every one of you deserves it. But we just want to recognize the ones that stood out. So I'm going to hand out these 5 awards. First, our Rookie of the Year, the freshman who came out and balled his heart out, Tommy Smith. Everyone clapped and cheered Tommy on. Next, the Leadership Award goes to our one and only catcher, Tristan Armstrong. I was proud to see that he got himself such an honest award. Now, the Student Athlete Award to the player who maintained a 3.8 GPA and above all season, Greg Townsend. Everyone started clapping for him, and a few bus slaps were given as he went to receive his award. Most Improved Player. This one was hard because you all have improved so much, but I'm going to have to give it to my boy, Adam Clemson. We all hollered and showed him love as he went to receive his award. And finally, the most awaited MVP award. Who do you guys think it is? Everyone started murmuring and laughing. Well, this award goes to not only our best, but our 2-time starting pitcher, Tyler Brown. At that moment, I felt that space and time had stopped itself. I wanted to capture that moment, frame it, and hang it up on the wall to cherish it forever. Everyone was cheering and applauding as I walked up to Coach and grabbed my award. Now everyone, clean out your lockers. The bus comes in about 20 minutes, so do it quickly, Coach says. I walk over to Tristan, and before I can even say anything, he goes, Well, that was surprising. Didn't know you had it in you. Yeah, I told you I was going to get it. Yeah, but in the end, we're all winners. Not all MVPs, though, I say with a grin. As I go to clean out my locker, I look in my bag and notice the starburst I got from her little sister. Then I remembered I never went home to open the door for her. I was too excited for the game and forgot. I knew I was going to be in big trouble when I got home, so I just decided to live it up while I could. I remember thinking to myself, nothing can ruin this day. Shortly after, I walked home. Once I got there, I saw a police car in front of the house. I walked in wondering what was going on. Once I stepped inside, I see my mother in the kitchen, crying, while my dad is talking to a police officer. I ran down the hall to my sister's room to give her the candy, but she wasn't there. I go to my mom and ask her, what's going on and where's Tina, my little sister? My mom, breaking down in tears, says she's missing and they can't find her. When my mom got home after running errands, she found my sister's backpack on the front porch, and my sister wasn't there. They called the school and asked the neighbors, but nobody knew where she could be. I remember thinking to myself, this is all my fault. Why didn't I just do as I was told and open the door for her? If only I had stayed home that day, she would still be here, watching Barbie and eating Starburst. My MVP award meant nothing to me after that. It felt like I gave my baby sister for it. Needless to say, the day was ruined. It got pretty intense there towards the end. What do you guys think happened to Tina? Drop it in the comments down below and find out next video.